How's the signings, did you say? Buongiorno everyone, right then. I thought I'd look back at Eddie Howe's record in the transfer market. Been meaning to do this video for a while, but been quite fucking busy, right? And I've been under the weather again, so still am a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll go through it now. Let us know in the comments below what you have made of Eddie Howe's transfer window business. This was a bit of cause for concern when he signed for Newcastle, thinking who would trust him with all that money, and he actually has seemed to have done better when he's been in the bargain buckets, when he's been in the bargain buys, when he's been in Poundland, TK Maxx, all the rest of them. You know, when he's been given a lot of money, which he will at Newcastle, hasn't worked out as well. You know, how supermarket sweep, what you're doing, how's your shop? I'm just chatting shit now. Let's get on with it. We're going to start off by listing Eddie Howe's 5 most expensive signings, and then we'll get into his best buys. Eddie Howe spent nearly $250 million on players at Bournemouth in the 5 years we're in the Premier League. £250 million he spent on signings, so he splashed the cash before. Director of Football, still waiting on to be announced. Hopefully it is Michael Amanalo, whoever it is. They will be getting a huge say on transfers as well, so it won't just be Eddie Howe that is trusted with all this Saudi cash. Right then, now we are actually going to get into it. Philip Billing. Philip Billing comes in at number 5 on the list there for Eddie Howe at Bournemouth. Philip Billing was signed from Huddersfield for £15 million in what was one of Eddie Howe's last signings at the club, because obviously they went down and got relegated the year later. Billing loves a relegation, mind. He got relegated at Huddersfield the year before, where he was the star man for them in their relegation season. So a lot of clubs were after him. I think we were even linked with him, many Premier League clubs. And I thought, and a lot of these come to this, on paper, these did look like good signings, to be fair. Billing, I thought, was a very good signing. 15 million, probably about right, to be fair. Young Danish international. I thought he was a good signing. He was class at Huddersfield. He really was. He was a player that Newcastle kind of needed at the time as well. And Bournemouth needed him. They got him in. Didn't quite work out. But he's kicking on now. He's a bit of a fan favourite now at Bournemouth. He's doing well. He's in the Championship and he's one of their star man in the Championship. He's got 8 goals and 4 assists in the league last term. He's already got 6 goals and 3 assists this season, as the Cherries are obviously looking to get a promotion spot back to the Premier League under old Scotty Park out of Newcastle. So Billing, £15 million, I thought it was a good sign on paper. It's working out now. Didn't work out at the time at Bournemouth. Now this one was certainly an eyebrow raiser. Jordan Ibe from Liverpool. Very much a promising winger at Anfield. Came to Bournemouth for £15 million. Another £15 million. They'll just dishing them out like there was no tomorrow. 50 million here, 50 million there. Gone. Another massive flop, Jordan Ibe. Much worse than Billing. He was signed in July 2016. He made some glowing appearances for his country at the youth levels and everything. He was looking like a star man. He was playing now and again at Liverpool in the League Cup and things like that, and looked decent, looked sharp, looked like an attacking, exciting winger. Just didn't work out for him again at Bournemouth though. Why? Why is that? I think only the coaching staff at Bournemouth and Ibe himself could answer that question, to be honest. I mean, this was back in 2016 where they broke the record again. They broke the transfer record for Jordan Ibe. After a successful first season, after Bournemouth's first season in the Premier League, they stayed up, did well, attacking football, impressed everyone. No one could believe it. Summer comes, got money to spend now. Got that Premier League TV money, baby. And it went on Ibe. I bet you wish they hadn't. They stayed up by 5 points the first season back in the Premier League, Bournemouth. So they spent big, went for it. And he struggled. He struggled massively on the South Coast, Jordan Ibe. In 92 games for Bournemouth, the now 25-year-old scored just 5 goals and 9 assists in nearly 100 games. Before his 4-year deal ran out in June 2020, he then signed for Derby County, where he's only played once for them, and then quit. Agreed a contract termination following his admission that unfortunately he was suffering with depression. So obviously I hope Jordan Ibe's doing better now. Hopefully he'll get a club soon and can kick on his career or do some media work or whatever. It's a shame that obviously that might have played a big part. Who knows what was going on behind the scenes in his life and whatnot. So it's hard to judge on that. But yeah, huge flop, Jordan Ibe. It looked like there was a player in there. The money was spent on him, 15 million. It didn't work out. Didn't even work out in the Championship. So it's a shame. Another. It hasn't started well, this video, has it? Who the hell is in charge of giving Eddie Howe all this money? Flops left, right and centre. We'll get into the good bits to come at the end of the video, right? It is Flop City at the start. And that's what I said before about he seems to do better when he's got less money to spend. And even Amanda Staley said that in her interview. So maybe we're not splashing the cash yet. And maybe that's why he only got 2.5-year deal. See what he can do short term. I mean, never mind January and next summer anyways. You know, Eddie Howe has thankfully been working hard on the training ground already, graphing with the players a lot. So hopefully we'll see the fruits of that in the upcoming weeks in the next few matches. And he's got to work with the players that are there now. He's got to improve Joelinton, Juan Lewis, everyone pretty much. He's got to improve them and work with what he's got and get points on the board now before we even look at January signings and the summer signings, because it'll be meaningless if we don't start getting points on the board. Or you'll have to just buy everyone from Bournemouth for the Championship next year. Word to the wise here, don't spend money on Liverpool youngsters. Doesn't work out, right? Bad idea. Don't do it again, Eddie, right? Don't go and try and sign, well actually I would like to sign Harvey Elliott and them not, but probably not, because it's not going to work out. Because this man, just like Ibe, was highly sought after, banging them in at international level for the under-21s, and he was a massive flop. But he's actually turned out well now. Dominic Solanki, Big Dom, Dick and Dom in the bungalow, Solanki, £19 million. £19 million in January 2019. The Liverpool owners know how to get money out of you, don't they? So we won't be able to sign anyone from there. They'll be holding us to ransom for everyone, because they definitely did that with Bournemouth. Bournemouth paid over the odds for both Ibe and Solanki. But Solanki, again, he was like, I thought he was a good signing. I thought the money was a bit much, like, but again, he's young and he's English, so it's always going to be overpriced. He was a tall, powering presence up front. He was as a handful, a goal in him. He scored very goals. He scored some screamers, some headers, some tap-ins. You know, he looked like the complete striker. He looked like he was good enough for this level. Was he hell? Because I remember Solanki at Chelsea. Solanki was at Chelsea before Liverpool, and he was doing well for them, even in the FA Cup and things like that. Went to Liverpool, then he went to Bournemouth. And at Bournemouth, 42 top-flight appearances for the Cherries. 3 goals. 3 goals in 42 games. I think that's very similar to Joelinton. I think Joelinton got 2 in 40 or something like that. He has managed to turn it around. The Championship, though, he's become one of the division's deadliest forwards. So again, if you look now you're looking long term, right? And Solanki was very young when he joined Bournemouth, still is. It's worked out well, because the 19 million and Solanki's banging them in the Championship. He gets them promoted this year. That 19 million's made back no problem at all. They've got that money back already when they get promoted with the hefty sums you get in getting promoted to the Premier League. So Solanki he is repaying them now. They've stuck with him. He's probably worked hard at it, and they're getting there. He's getting the way he needs to be. The massive test is next year, if they come up in it, how he gets on in the Premier League. Because we've seen many strikers in the Championship do well and not be good enough for the Premier League. It's a huge gap in quality. Last season, he got 15 goals and 11 assists. Decent return. You want to be trying to hit that 20 mark, which he looks like he's going to do this year. The 24-year-old's got 13 goals in 17 games so far this season. And if it wasn't for Mitrovic, who's on about 49 goals already, and we're only in fucking November, he'd be in for the Golden Boot. You know, Mitrovic is flying, 20-odd goals already, I think it is. So, Solanki's coming good now. Maybe it was too soon back then. We'll wait and see. Right then, are you finally ready for a good one? Or we're finally ready for some positivity? Nathan Aki. It's all about the Akis. Solanki. Aki. Don't know who's next. Let us know. Couldn't be asked to think of one. £20 million in June 2017 that Bournemouth signed Nathan Aki, and he was an unreal signing. This one did work out. So after they broke the transfer record on Jordan Ibe the year before, it didn't put them off bringing it again. It didn't put them off the model. They went and done it again next year getting Ibe. Chelsea's Ibe at the time. Chelsea's Ibe. Because at the first half of the 2016-17 campaign, he had mightily impressed on loan at Bournemouth before being recalled. However, in the following summer, the Cherries decided they offered £20 million to Chelsea, and Chelsea accepted. Signed him permanently. He was unreal for them. Unreal. He was one of the most sought after players when Bournemouth got relegated. I think everyone was saying, like, right, how much do you want for him? Because he had proven he was good enough for the Premier League. And this time the Bournemouth owners may have actually thanked Eddie Howe for his transfer business, because they managed to double the money on Nathan Ake. £41 million is what Manchester City paid for Nathan Ake. However, he has only played 20 games in all competitions, Nathan Ake, for Man City. So he's been heavily linked with a move to Newcastle. Eddie Howe's getting the band back together. Reunion time. Steps. He's on about getting him at Newcastle. I think we should try and get Ake at Newcastle on loan at least and see how it goes. He'll be quality for us. Exactly the type of defender we need. So Ake, definitely one of the best signings Eddie Howe's ever made. £20 million. Got £41 million for him because they got relegated. Quality bit of business. Well done, Eddie. You got that one right. 3 wrong, 1 right so far. 1 more to go. Who was Eddie Howe's most expensive signing ever? Close. Jefferson Lerma. Jefferson Lerma. £25 million on Jefferson Lerma in August 2018. And again, that was another one where a lot of people and a lot of clubs had eyes on Jefferson Lerma, and he was touted to come to the Premier League and everyone was watching him. He was highly rated. Colombia International was signed from Levante in 2018, and he hasn't been a massive flop, but he hasn't really been a success. He's just floated. He's alright. Probably not 25 million alright. Probably not what you want for 25 million. But he has actually done a job. He's okay. He's pretty good. Could be better. Could be worse. He's not like a Jordan Ibe where it's just a complete flop. It's good, Lerma. He's a decent midfielder. He's still a key component in their midfield. However, this Jeffrey absolutely loves the yellow card. Discipline problems for Lerma. 6-game ban last season for biting a Sheffield Wednesday player. Psycho. In 3 seasons at Bournemouth, he's picked up nearly 50 yellow cards. Now that's a lot. That is a lot, Lerma. You got issues. Anger management. That's what you need, son. 43 yellow cards, yeah. So maybe if you sorted that out, it wouldn't scare. I mean, it definitely scares the opposition. He's doing well there, but it may not scare other clubs having a look at him if he wasn't so over the top and aggressive. Right. We were focused on some expensive flops. Now we're going to focus on some positive bargains, and these are unreal. We all know him. We all love him. CW9. Callum Wilson leading the Newcastle line, led the Bournemouth line back in the day for Eddie Howe to get on really well together. £3 million Howe spent on Wilson from Coventry. What a signing that is. £3 million on Wilson, who was banging them in for Bournemouth. He bangs them in for Newcastle. His goal ratio to match games that he plays is unreal. Just want to work on his fitness. But he's doing alright at the minute. Hopefully he's really fit for Brentford. But he's always a threat. He doesn't need many chances. He's a natural goal scorer. Quality number 9 for Newcastle. He was quality at Bournemouth. £3 million from Coventry. What a signing that is. Ryan Fraser, who obviously Fraser and Wilson had that unreal record at Bournemouth together, combining for so many goals and assists. Listen to this. £432,000 from Aberdeen. Wee man. Fraser. What a signing that is. Unbelievable scouting to pick up that talent from the Scottish League for not even £500,000. Nothing in this day and age to sign Fraser and the impact he had at Bournemouth. Unbelievable. Josh King on a free from Blackburn. Very good signing. He was quality for Bournemouth. He was linked with Chelsea and everyone. Wasn't he, Josh King, and Arsenal and everything? Man United when he was at Bournemouth because he was on fire. On a free. Didn't cost him a penny. Didn't cost him a single penny. Free from Blackburn Rovers, Josh King. Mint signing that. What a hit that was at Bournemouth. And he's still playing the Premier League at Watford now, still scoring goals. So he's got a good eye for a striker. Definitely. Minus Solanki, maybe. And Aaron Ramsdale, £800,000. Less than £1 million for Aaron Ramsdale, who has now went to Arsenal in the summer for £30 million and played for England in goal last night. What a spot that was, what a signing that is. So Ramsdale, Wilson, Fraser, King, all for a few £1 million is unbelievable. Golden ball settings, steal, nothing but a steal for Eddie Howe there. Some unreal signings, some fantastic signings there. Very cheap, very clever, very good scouting. Quality work, a lot better than we said at the start of the video. Like we said, is he better on a budget? Oh, should have gone with under Mike Ashley. Not done there. At Burnley, in his short spell at Burnley with Eddie Howe, he signed Danny Ings, Kieran Trippier, and Ben Mee. How much did all them cost? I can hear he's asking. How much did them cost? Danny Ings just went to Villa for 30 million. Kieran Trippier went to Atletico. Was that 25 million? Ben Mee's at Burnley's on the verge of a big move. Sure, he's linked with us. 1 million. £1 million for all those three. £1 million for Ings, Trippier, and Mee. That's unreal. That's an unreal bit of business. That, like, those three players for that. He's linked with bringing Trippier back to the Premier League with us. We'd love to see that happen. Danny Ings would know. All these players have played for the country. All these players have banged in goals. Has Ben Mee played for his company? Probably not. Is he English? Doesn't care. We're talking about Trippier. We're talking about Croatia free kicks. We're talking about playing over and over again. Even though he's getting older and we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold. He keeps on getting a game ahead of him. So, Ings, when he's fit, gets picked for England. Ings, when he's fit for Villa, scores goals. So, those are very, very impressive signings by Eddie Howe. I think that'll do, because we went over quite a way on that video there. So like I say, started with these most expensive signings. Some that look good on paper didn't quite work out. Some that are progressing now, like Solanki. Some that fell off, unknown reasons. And you know, money's been spent there, hasn't always worked out. That might be worrying. It's worrying in a way that the best signings like Ings, Wilson, Trippier and that were all very cheap. Let's hope we can do that anyways. Let's hope we can. I'm not bothered about spending money as long as we get the right players to the door and the talent's there. I don't care if it costs 5 million or 50 million. We just want to win football games. We want to see good players on the pitch. So, in that sense, it doesn't... That's where you look and you think, that's a weird one from Newcastle's owners, how much money they've got. I trust him with that money when he did better without money. But obviously that's where the director of football comes in. He'll obviously put names forward as well and do a lot more of the scouting, and Eddie Howe more so the coaching. So in that sense it could work. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. We'll see what happens in January. We'll see what happens on the pitch in the upcoming games. Alright, if you had to rate it, Eddie Howe, it's 10 out of 10 when he's got any money. When he's got money, 6 out of 10. I don't know. Just off the top of the head there, I don't know. It's a strange one. Like I say, I rated some of them sayings like Jefferson Lerma, Dan Newman, Solanki. They all look like they were going to be top promising players. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Ake was a great signing. That was one of the expensive ones. Second most expensive at 20 million. That was a great signing. So, like anything though, I mean, look at Rafa. When Rafa was signed some shite, didn't he? Even his Liverpool days when he had money, signed some shite. More love him, and even Alex Ferguson saying Dick Jemba. Doesn't always work out. You know what I mean? You get things right, you get things wrong. Wenger did it all the time. Found Henry, found bloody Aliadier. Shit happens. Let us know anyways what you think of Eddie Howe's transfer market business in his past. Are you confident he's going to be the right man to make the signings in January, with obviously the director of football and the backroom staff behind him helping out find targets? Cheers for watching everyone. Subscribe to my Channel TV and enjoy yourself.